بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful.
حميم.
Hamim.
والكتاب المبين.
By the book that makes things clear.
إنا جعلناه قرآنا عربيا لعلكم تعقلون.
We have made it a Quran in Arabic, that you may be able to understand and learn wisdom.
وَإِنَّهُ فِي أُمِّ الْكِتَابِ لَدَيْنَا لَعَلِيٌّ حَكِيمٌ.
And verily, it is in the mother of the book in our presence, high in dignity, full of wisdom.
أَفَنَضْرِبُ عَنْكُمُ الذِّكْرَ صَفْحًا أَنْ كُنْتُمْ قَوْمًا مُسْرِفِينَ.
Shall we then take away the message from you and repel you, for that you are a people transgressing beyond bounds?
وَكَمْ أَرْسَلْنَا مِن نَّبِيٍّ فِي الْأَوَّلِينَ.
But how many were the prophets we sent amongst the peoples of old?
وَمَا يَأْتِيهِم مِّن نَّبِيٍّ إِلَّا كَانُوا بِهِ يَسْتَهْزِئُونَ.
And never came their prophet to them, but they mocked him.
فَأَهْلَكْنَا أَشَدَّ مِنْهُمْ بَطْشًا وَمَضَى مَثَلُ الْأَوَّلِينَ.
So we destroyed them, stronger in power than these, and thus has passed on the parable of the peoples of old.
وَلَئِن سَأَلْتَهُم مَّنْ خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ لَيَقُولُنَّ خَلَقَهُنَّ الْعَزِيزُ الْعَلِيمُ.
If you were to question them, who created the heavens and the earth, they would be sure to reply, they were created by Him, the exalted in power, full of knowledge.
الذي جعل لكم الأرض مهدا وجعل لكم فيها سبلا لعلكم تهتدون.
Yea, the same that has made for you the earth like a carpet spread out, and has made for you roads and channels therein, in order that you may find guidance on the way.
والذي نزل من السماء ماء بقدر فأنشرنا به بلدة ميتا كذلك تخرجون.
That sends down from time to time rain from the sky in due measure, and we raise to life therewith a land that is dead. Even so will you be raised from the dead.
وَالَّذِي خَلَقَ الْأَزْوَاجَ كُلَّهَا وَجَعَلَ لَكُم مِّنَ الْفُلْكِ وَالْأَنْعَامِ مَا تَرْكَبُونَ.
That has created pairs in all things, and has made for you ships and cattle on which you ride.
لِتَسْتَوُوا عَلَى ظُهُورِهِ ثُمَّ تَذْكُرُوا نِعْمَةَ رَبِّكُمْ إِذَا اسْتَوَيْتُمْ عَلَيْهِ وَتَقُولُوا سُبْحَانَ الَّذِي سَخَّرَ لَنَا هَذَا وَمَا كُنَّا لَهُ مُقْرِنِينَ.
In order that you may sit firm and square on their backs, and when so seated, you may celebrate the kind favor of your Lord and say, Glory to Him who has subjected these to our use, for we could never have accomplished this by ourselves.
وَإِنَّا إِلَى رَبِّنَا لَمُنْقَلِبُونَ.
And to our Lord surely must we turn back.
وَجَعَلُوا لَهُ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ جُزْءًا إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَكَفُورٌ مُبِينٌ.
Yet they attribute to some of His servants a share with Him in His Godhead. Truly is man a blasphemous ingrate avowed.
أم اتخذ مما يخلق بنات وأصفاكم بالبنين.
What? Has he taken daughters out of what he himself creates, and granted to you sons for choice?
وَإِذَا بُشِّرَ أَحَدُهُم بِمَا ضَرَبَ لِلرَّحْمَنِ مَثَلًا ظَلَّ وَجْهُهُ مُسْوَدًّا وَهُوَ كَظِيمٌ.
When news is brought to one of them of the birth of what he sets up as a likeness to Allah most gracious, his face darkens, and he is filled with inward grief.
أَوَمَن يُنَشَّأُ فِي الْحِلْيَةِ وَهُوَ فِي الْخِصَامِ غَيْرُ مُبِينٍ.
Is then one brought up among trinkets and unable to give a clear account in a dispute to be associated with Allah?
وَجَعَلُوا الْمَلَائِكَةَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عِبَادُ الرَّحْمَنِ إِنَاثًا أَشَهِدُوا خَلْقَهُمْ سَتُكْتَبُ شَهَادَتُهُمْ وَيُسْأَلُونَ.
And they make into females angels who themselves serve Allah. Did they witness their creation? Their evidence will be recorded, and they will be called to account.
وَقَالُوا لَوْ شَاءَ الرَّحْمَنُ مَا عَبَدْنَاهُمْ مَا لَهُم بِذَلِكَ مِنْ عِلْمٍ إِنْ هُمْ إِلَّا يَخْرُصُونَ.
Ah, they say, if it had been the will of Allah most gracious, we should not have worshipped such deities. Of that they have no knowledge. They do nothing but lie.
أَمْ آتَيْنَاهُمْ كِتَابًا مِّن قَبْلِهِ فَهُمْ بِهِ مُسْتَمْسِكُونَ.
What? Have we given them a book before this, to which they are holding fast?
بَلْ قَالُوا إِنَّا وَجَدْنَا آبَاءَنَا عَلَىٰ أُمَّةٍ وَإِنَّا عَلَىٰ آثَارِهِم مُهْتَدُونَ.
Nay, they say, we found our fathers following a certain religion, and we do guide ourselves by their footsteps.
وَكَذَلِكَ مَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن قَبْلِكَ فِي قَرْيَةٍ مِّن نَّذِيرٍ إِلَّا قَالَ مُتْرَفُوهَا إِنَّا وَجَدْنَا آبَاءَنَا عَلَىٰ أُمَّةٍ وَإِنَّا عَلَىٰ آثَارِهِم مُقْتَدُونَ.
Just in the same way, whenever we sent a warner before you to any people, the wealthy ones among them said, we found our fathers following a certain religion, and we will certainly follow in their footsteps.
قَالَ أَوَلَوْ جِئْتُكُمْ بِأَهْدَىٰ مِمَّا وَجَدتُّمْ عَلَيْهِ آبَاءَكُمْ قَالُوا إِنَّا بِمَا أُرْسِلْتُمْ بِهِ كَافِرُونَ.
He said, what? Even if I brought you better guidance than that which you found your fathers following? They said, for us, we deny that you prophets are sent on a mission at all.
فَانْتَقَمْنَا مِنْهُمْ فَانظُرْ كَيْفَ كَانَ عَاقِبَةُ الْمُكَذِّبِينَ.
So we extracted retribution from them. Now see what was the end of those who rejected truth.
وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِيهِ وَقَوْمِهِ إِنَّنِي بَرَاءٌ مِّمَّا تَعْبُدُونَ.
Behold, Abram said to his father and his people, I do indeed clear myself of what you worship.
إلا الذي فطرني فإنه سيهدين.
I worship only him who made me, and he will certainly guide me.
وجعلها كلمة باقية في عقبه لعلهم يرجعون.
And he left it as a word to endure among those who came after him, that they may turn back to Allah.
بل متعت هؤلاء وآباءهم حتى جاءهم الحق ورسول مبين.
Yea, I have given the good things of this life to these men and their fathers until the truth has come to them, and a messenger making things clear.
ولما جاءهم الحق قالوا هذا سحر وإنا به كافرون.
But when the truth came to them, they said, "This is sorcery, and we do reject it."
وقالوا لولا نزل هذا القرآن على رجل من القريتين عظيم.
Also they say, "Why is not this Quran sent down to some leading man in either of the two chief cities?"
أهم يقسمون رحمة ربك نحن قسمنا بينهم معيشتهم في الحياة الدنيا ورفعنا بعضهم فوق بعض درجات ليتخذ بعضهم بعضا سخريا ورحمة ربك خير مما يجمعون.
Is it they who would portion out the mercy of your Lord? It is we who portion out between them their livelihood in the life of this world, and we raise some of them above others in ranks, so that some may command work from others, but the mercy of your Lord is better than the wealth which they amass.
ولولا أن يكون الناس أمة واحدة لجعلنا لمن يكفر بالرحمن لبيوتهم سقفا من فضة ومعارج عليها يظهرون.
And were it not that all men might become of one evil way of life, we would provide for everyone that blasphemes against Allah Most Gracious silver roofs for their houses, and silver stairways on which to go up.
وَلِبُيُوتِهِمْ أَبْوَابًا وَسُرُرًا عَلَيْهَا يَتَّكِئُونَ.
And silver doors to their houses, and thrones of silver on which they could recline.
وَزُخْرُفًا وَإِن كُلُّ ذَلِكَ لَمَّا مَتَاعُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةُ عِندَ رَبِّكَ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ.
And also adornments of gold. But all this were nothing but conveniences of the present life. The hereafter, in the sight of your Lord, is for the righteous.
وَمَن يَعْشُ عَن ذِكْرِ الرَّحْمَنِ نُقَيِّضْ لَهُ شَيْطَانًا فَهُوَ لَهُ قَرِينٌ.
If anyone withdraws himself from remembrance of Allah Most Gracious, we appoint for him an evil one to be an intimate companion to him.
وَإِنَّهُمْ لَيَصُدُّونَهُمْ عَنِ السَّبِيلِ وَيَحْسَبُونَ أَنَّهُمْ مُهْتَدُونَ.
Such evil ones really hinder them from the path, but they think that they are being guided aright.
حتى إذا جاءنا قال يا ليت بيني وبينك بعد المشرقين فبئس القرين.
At length, When such a one comes to us, he says to his evil companion, "Would that between me and you were the distance of east and west? Ah, evil is the companion indeed."
وَلَن يَنفَعَكُمُ الْيَوْمَ إِذ ظَّلَمْتُمْ أَنَّكُمْ فِي الْعَذَابِ مُشْتَرِكُونَ.
When you have done wrong, it will avail you nothing that day, that you shall be partners in punishment.
أَفَأَنْتَ تُسْمِعُ الصُّمَّ أَوْ تَهْدِي الْعُمْيَ وَمَنْ كَانَ فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ.
Can you then make the deaf to hear, or give direction to the blind, or to such as wander in manifest error?
فَإِمَّا نَذْهَبَنَّ بِكَ فَإِنَّا مِنْهُمْ مُنْتَقِمُونَ.
Even if we take you away, we shall be sure to exact retribution from them.
أَوْ نُرِيَنَّكَ الَّذِي وَعَدْنَاهُمْ فَإِنَّا عَلَيْهِمْ مُقْتَدِرُونَ.
Or we shall show you that accomplished which we have promised them, for verily we shall prevail over them.
فَاسْتَمْسِكْ بِالَّذِي أُوحِيَ إِلَيْكَ إِنَّكَ عَلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ.
So, hold you fast to the revelation sent down to you. Verily, you are on a straight way.
وَإِنَّهُ لَذِكْرٌ لَكَ وَلِقَوْمِكَ وَسَوْفَ تُسْأَلُونَ.
The Quran is indeed the message for you and for your people, and soon shall you all be brought to account.
وَاسْأَلْ مَنْ أَرْسَلْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِكَ مِنْ رُسُلِنَا أَجَعَلْنَا مِنْ دُونِ الرَّحْمَنِ آلِهَةً يُعْبَدُونَ.
And question you our messengers, whom we sent before you. Did we appoint any deities other than Allah most gracious to be worshipped?
وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا مُوسَى بِآيَاتِنَا إِلَى فِرْعَوْنَ وَمَلَئِهِ فَقَالَ إِنِّي رَسُولُ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ.
We did send Moses aforetime with our signs to Pharaoh and his chiefs. He said, "I am a messenger of the Lord of the worlds."
فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُم بِآيَاتِنَا إِذَا هُم مِّنْهَا يَضْحَكُونَ.
But when he came to them with our signs, behold, they ridiculed them.
وَمَا نُرِيهِم مِّنْ آيَةٍ إِلَّا هِيَ أَكْبَرُ مِنْ أُخْتِهَا وَأَخَذْنَاهُمْ بِالْعَذَابِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ.
We showed them sign after sign, each greater than its fellow, and we seized them with punishment, in order that they might turn to us.
وَقَالُوا يَا أَيُّهَا السَّاحِرُ ادْعُ لَنَا رَبَّكَ بِمَا عَهِدَ عِندَكَ إِنَّنَا لَمُهْتَدُونَ.
And they said, "O you sorcerer, invoke your Lord for us according to his covenant with you, for we shall truly accept guidance."
فَلَمَّا كَشَفْنَا عَنْهُمُ الْعَذَابَ إِذَا هُمْ يَنكُثُونَ.
But when we removed the penalty from them, behold, they broke their word.
ونادى فرعون في قومه قال يا قوم أليس لي ملك مصر وهذه الأنهار تجري من تحتي أفلا تبصرون.
And Pharaoh proclaimed among his people, saying, O my people, does not the dominion of Egypt belong to me? Witness these streams flowing underneath my palace. What, see you not then?
أم أنا خير من هذا الذي هو مهين ولا يكاد يبين.
Am I not better than this Moses, who is a contemptible wretch and can scarcely express himself clearly?
فلولا ألقي عليه أسورة من ذهب أو جاء معه الملائكة مقترنين.
Then why are not gold bracelets bestowed on him? Or why come not with him angels accompanying him in procession?
فاستخف قومه فأطاعوه إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين.
Thus did he make fools of his people, and they obeyed him. Truly were they a people rebellious against Allah.
فلما آسفونا انتقمنا منهم فأغرقناهم أجمعين.
When at length they angered us, we exacted retribution from them, and we drowned them all.
فجعلناهم سلفا ومثلا للآخرين.
And we made them a people of the past, and an example to later ages.
ولما ضرب ابن مريم مثلا إذا قومك منه يصدون.
When Jesus, the son of Mary, is held up as an example, behold, your people raise a clamor thereat in ridicule.
وقالوا أآلهتنا خير أم هو ما ضربوه لك إلا جدلا بل هم قوم خصمون.
And they say, are our gods best or he? This they set forth to you, only by way of disputation. Yea, they are a contentious people.
إن هو إلا عبد أنعمنا عليه وجعلناه مثلا لبني إسرائيل.
He was no more than a servant. We granted our favor to him, and we made him an example to the children of Israel.
ولو نشاء لجعلنا منكم ملائكة في الأرض يخلفون.
And if it were our will, we could make angels from amongst you, succeeding each other on the earth.
وَإِنَّهُ لَعِلْمٌ لِلسَّاعَةِ فَلَا تَمْتَرُنَّ بِهَا وَاتَّبِعُونِ هذا صراط مستقيم.
And Jesus shall be a sign for the coming of the hour of judgment. Therefore have no doubt about the hour, but follow you me. This is a straight way.
ولا يصدنكم الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين.
Let not the evil one hinder you, for he is to you an enemy avowed.
ولما جاء عيسى بالبينات قال قد جئتكم بالحكمة ولأبين لكم بعض الذي تختلفون فيه فاتقوا الله وأطيعون.
When Jesus came with clear signs, he said, Now have I come to you with wisdom, and in order to make clear to you some of the points on which you dispute. Therefore, fear Allah and obey me.
إن الله هو ربي وربكم فاعبدوه هذا صراط مستقيم.
For Allah, He is my Lord and your Lord, so worship you Him. This is a straight way.
فاختلف الأحزاب من بينهم فويل للذين ظلموا من عذاب يوم أليم.
But sects from among themselves fell into disagreement. Then woe to the wrongdoers from the penalty of a grievous day.
هل ينظرون إلا الساعة أن تأتيهم بغتة وهم لا يشعرون.
Do they only wait for the hour that it should come on them all of a sudden while they perceive not?
الأخلاء يومئذ بعضهم لبعض عدو إلا المتقين.
Friends on that day will be foes, one to another, except the righteous.
يا عباد لا خوف عليكم اليوم ولا أنتم تحزنون.
My devotees, no fear shall be on you that day, nor shall you grieve.
الذين آمنوا بآياتنا وكانوا مسلمين.
Being those who have believed in our signs and bowed their wills to ours in Islam.
ادخلوا الجنة أنتم وأزواجكم تحبرون.
Enter you the garden, you and your wives in beauty and rejoicing.
يطاف عليهم بصحاف من ذهب وأكواب وفيها ما تشتهيه الأنفس وتلذ الأعين وأنتم فيها خالدون.
To them will be passed round dishes and goblets of gold. There will be there all that the souls could desire, all that the eyes could delight in, and you shall abide therein for aye.
وتلك الجنة التي أورثتموها بما كنتم تعملون.
Such will be the garden of which you are made heirs for your good deeds in life.
لكم فيها فاكهة كثيرة منها تأكلون.
You shall have therein abundance of fruit, from which you shall have satisfaction.
إن المجرمين في عذاب جهنم خالدون.
The sinners will be in the punishment of hell, to dwell therein for aye.
لا يفتر عنهم وهم فيه مبلسون.
No wise will the punishment be lightened for them, and in despair will they be there overwhelmed.
وما ظلمناهم ولكن كانوا هم الظالمين.
No wise shall we be unjust to them, but it is they who have been unjust themselves.
ونادوا يا مالك ليقض علينا ربك قال إنكم ماكثون.
They will cry, O Malik, would that your Lord put an end to us? He will say, Nay, you shall abide.
لقد جئناكم بالحق ولكن أكثركم للحق كارهون. Verily,
we have brought the truth to you, but most of you have a hatred for truth.
أم أبرموا أمرا فإنا مبرمون.
What? Have they settled some plan among themselves? But it is we who settle things.
أم يحسبون أنا لا نسمع سرهم ونجواهم بلى ورسلنا لديهم يكتبون.
Or do they think that we hear not their secrets and their private counsels? Indeed we do, and our messengers are by them to record.
قل إن كان للرحمن ولد فأنا أول العابدين.
Say, if Allah most gracious had a son, I would be the first to worship.
سبحان رب السماوات والأرض رب العرش عما يصفون.
Glory to the Lord of the heavens and the earth, the Lord of the throne of authority. He is free from the things they attribute to him.
فذرهم يخوضوا ويلعبوا حتى يلاقوا يومهم الذي يوعدون.
So leave them to babble and play with vanities until they meet that day of theirs, which they have been promised.
وهو الذي في السماء إله وفي الأرض إله وهو الحكيم العليم.
It is He who is God in heaven and God on earth, and He is full of wisdom and knowledge.
وتبارك الذي له ملك السماوات والأرض وما بينهما وعنده علم الساعة وإليه ترجعون.
And blessed is He to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and all between them. With Him is the knowledge of the hour of judgment, and to Him shall you be brought back.
ولا يملك الذين يدعون من دونه الشفاعة إلا من شهد بالحق وهم يعلمون.
And those whom they invoke besides Allah have no power of intercession. Only He who bears witness to the truth, and they know Him.
وَلَئِن سَأَلْتَهُم مَّنْ خَلَقَهُمْ لَيَقُولُنَّ اللَّهُ فَأَنَّىٰ يُؤْفَكُونَ.
If you ask them who created them, they will certainly say, Allah. How then are they deluded away from the truth?
وَقِيلِهِ يَا رَبِّ إِنَّ هَٰؤُلَاءِ قَوْمٌ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ.
Allah has knowledge of the Prophet's cry, O my Lord, truly these are a people who will not believe.
فَاصْفَحْ عَنْهُمْ وَقُلْ سَلَامٌ فَسَوْفَ يَعْلَمُونَ.
But turn away from them and say peace, but soon shall they know.